incredible. He looks the spitting image of James McCartan, but you tell me he's the Mayo manager.
I'm sort of looking at that, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, and there's no caption. Irish News is the top paper in Northern Ireland.
It is.
Whopping them all, 40,000 readers at a time. Yeah.
At work we call it the truth.
Ah, well, it does its best, you know, it does its best.
It
There's no two
has a
ways
good
about
format
it.
and it works well, it gives plenty of information.
Well, it's good journalism, I have to say that to you. And when I was the professor of postgraduate newspaper journalism at the University of Ulster, the Irish News was always reliable in seeking out their next tranche of reporters, and would always take people on. So they were very good in those days, and still are. So we congratulate you, the Irish News.
Yes, we say well done.
And well done to you. The newsletters are way down there in the, it's not terribly good. And
it's good on a Saturday.
Is it? What does it do on the Saturday?
Well, it gives out all information for farmers. So it's good.
Farmers?
It's good on a Saturday.
But you're not a farmer.
Well,
this is Damian, by the way.
I would be sort of being known to be a part of a farming family.
Ah, yeah, but you grew away from it. Like your hands are the hands of a woman now.
Well,
did I say that? That's sexist, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't mean that, ladies. I'm terribly sorry. I do apologise. Now, championships.
Yeah, the championship started. And it's up and running.
How did Shamrocks do?
The Shamrocks are playing this weekend. A couple of games last night. I did say I fancied Bransford to beat Glen. Bransford did beat Glen last night, and Kilcoo had a win as well. So Kilcoo beat Tullyleash. They absolutely hammered them. So Mayo Bridge play Rostrevor this evening, and there is the strong possibility that young Caelan Mooney may take to the field. Well, I don't know, but there is rumours. So
why would it be important that he should do so?
Well, he's a good player. For starters.
Yeah.
He's overplaying Australian rules for Collingwood, so it would be good for Rostrevor to have him.
What has happened to the days, Damian, if you don't mind me asking you? What has happened to the days when Australian rules, international rules, was synonymous with filth, foul and awfulness?
Well,
did they clean it up?
I would disagree with you in that, Rowan.
Oh, sure, it was the talk of the country at one stage.
It was something that started a way back. The Big Dipper, for those that remember the Big Dipper, he's about 6'10", and he was built like a
brick
big man.
Yes.
And he had a big long moustache, and
yeah.
It was once they took to the fields. I remember seeing the athletic grounds. It was a battle. It was brutal. It was hard, it was tough. But in them days, Gaelic footballers played like that.
No, but we played like that in Ireland. But there was this verged. I remember the headings at the time.
Yeah.
It was going to be cancelled for all time to come. It verged on criminality.
Well, yeah, but they did cancel it, and then
I love the way he says, "Well, yeah, but."
Yeah, but you know, I have fond memories of all those, Rowan. It wasn't good, but they've cleaned it up. And if you watch Australian rules on television, it is fairly tough, and it is sometimes brutal, all right. But the referees, from what it used to be, it's like Gaelic football. It has evolved and evolved, so it's pretty good. And you do watch it. I do see it on BT Sport,
right.
So it's fairly good, you know. But there is lots more championship matches on. Newry Shamrocks play Dara Cross, so I go with Newry Shamrocks in that one. And Rake versus Ballymartin. Rake, yeah.
They'd have to have it.
Well, they'd be fancying the chances, but we local derby, you know, anything could go well there. So I'm going to go for Ballymartin.
Oh, you did.
Right, I'm going to go for Ballymartin. St John's, Bosco versus Breda. Bosco need to win that one.
Yeah.
And they're playing
well.
Where
are Breda from? Is that Newton Breda? Up towards Belfast?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, up that direction. Up that, near, in around Carryduff. Carryduff and Belfast. Yeah. And then we have Achaderg and Queen Neve Podrick. So, again, just sort of
Neve Porrig.
Yeah, it's a 1 point.
Oh, 1 point. Yeah.
So 1 point's going well, and I would fancy 1 point to win that one. Leitrim versus Tyrconnell. I would go for Leitrim winning that one. I know Leitrim's playing fairly well at the minute and have good contacts in Leitrim. St John's versus Glasdrummoń.
Is St John's round our glass way?
I think that's where they are from, yeah.
Because St John's Point is there.
Yeah. Well, didn't Van Morrison, didn't he always like to go there for a walk?
He did, down Coney Island.
Down towards Coney Island, and he had a very salubrious little song about that.
He did, that's what I'm talking about.
So it was, yeah.
Coney Island.
Coney Island. I was in Coney Island in New York. I've never been in one.
Never there, yeah.
Addy Call versus Carrie Duff. Again, you know, Addy Call, not a tough Morns team, but I'm going to have to go for Carrie Duff on that one. Saul versus Clandabana.
Yes.
Clandabana playing well. Boundbridge boys going well, so I'll definitely go for Boundbridge in that one. Castlewellan versus Drumgaff. Well, I'll go for Castlewellan on that one. Bourne versus Longstone.
Bourne.
Yeah, have to go for Bourne on that one. And Anaclone versus Loughin Island.
Yes.
I can't remember who I went for there on that one.
No.
Anaclone. Well, a kid bit of winning. Loughin Island, maybe a draw. We'll give that a draw.
Okay.
Keep us right. Well, Downpatrick versus Saul, or Saville, sorry. So I'm going to go for Saville in that one with Danny Coos playing well. And then Ballyholland versus Clonduff. Big local derby in that one. And tough one because, as far as I know, there is a couple of Ballyholland men managing Clonduff. So I'm really going to be good in this one here. I'm going to go for the men for Ballyholland. And then we go over the Armagh Championship, Rowan. There's a lot of championship action in Armagh. Killeavy versus Shane O'Neill's. These are the qualifiers. For the first time in the history of Armagh, qualifying has been brought in. Okay, it's just like the way the All-Ireland series is run off. So Shane O'Neill's versus Killeavy. Mickey Linden is managing Killeavy. I would fancy Killeavy to win that one.
Is club football, where all club football management, is that where all yesterday's men, players, end up? Is it a sort of an elephant's graveyard for players who can no longer play?
That's a fair good description of it, because there is a lot of ex-players out there managing. I have yet to see a team that hasn't got an ex-player managing them.
Yeah.
You know, and not every player makes a good manager.
No, this is the point. This is the point, and it's also very introspective. They're thinking inside the box. He's bringing his expertise from his days of expertise on the pitch. He's bringing his skill that he once had in his mind's eye, and he's transferring. But it's not necessarily the best way.
No, it's not. But you know, it's like what you do here. You're doing this. I don't know how many years you're doing this now. 50, 60?
Well, no, we're closer to 45.
45 years. And you're telling me every time you sit in that chair, you're learning little things.
Every day.
Yeah, so it's
7:30 every morning. I do not know whether I can do this.
Yes, it's like a football manager, you know, and you evolve, you look at things, you see things, and you change things, and you pick up things from other teams. They've done that. I've seen somebody else doing this. I see somebody else.
Yes.
And you bring them in and you evolve. That's what good managers do. That's what good presenters do.
Thank you very much indeed.
So over to Armagh, Killeavy versus Shane O'Neill's. Killeavy for that one. Ballymacnab versus Madden. Obviously.
Where is Ballymacnab?
Ballymacnab is between Newtown and Armagh. Close. Well, it's actually about halfway.
Yeah.
Right. So it's up on the hill, and lovely part of the world. So Madden played us last week, and I fancy Ballymacnab to beat them. Ballymacnab and Glenmore drew last week, so that should have been a draw. But
Glenmore's around Cady way.
Clonmore, sorry.
Clonmore.
Yeah. Well, again, you go out about 6 miles past Newtown, take a left, and it's down there.
It's all about townlands, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. Of course, that's what it's about.
You know, our tribe are coming to get your tribe.
Well, you see, back in Celtic times, that's what would have been happening.
Yeah.
But now it's football club.
Yeah.
So it works well. Tiernan Oak versus Sarsfields. I'm going to go for Sarsfields in that one. Sarsfields had a bad defeat against Crossmaglen last week. They've played well in the league, and they're a good team. So looking then down to the junior championship, the qualifiers for that, Darcy Emmets versus Dromedy Seconds. That's going to be played in Carcroppen. Darcy Emmets will win that at the canter. Bleak versus Thomas Davis. Now that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one to call. I fancy Thomas Davis for that one. That's
Where's Thomas Davis
from?
Crenchigo,
yeah.
Why did they just call themselves Crenchigo?
Well,
and then people wouldn't be asking, where's Thomas Davis?
No, you see, I think it's rebranding the name, because they used to be over in Crenchigo, in the crossroads, and now they have.
I remember it. The pitch was there, and the hut was there.
Yes, the hut was there. They have a new facility at the top of. Do you know where this bricks is?
I do, surely. The Sprickley Bags.
Yes, right. Well, up above that, they have a fantastic, fabulous new field, and they are going to be relocating their whole complex over there. And as far as I am aware, they want to rebrand themselves as Thomas Davis.
Oh, there we are.
So Thomas Davis. Ballyhagan versus Redmond O'Hanlon's. That's Ballyhagan versus Points Pass. I absolutely fancy Ballyhagan in that one. Here's Oak Seconds versus St Michael's. I fancy St Michael's from Newtown to win that one.
This is getting boring.
Oh no, but these are results. Just let me run through them very quickly.
Okay.
Portmore versus Derry Noose. I fancy Portmore for that one. Grange versus St Peters. We Lurgan team there, fancy them. Clonmore versus Mullaban. I want to go for Clonmore in that one. No, Clonmore in that one.
I have family links in Mullaban,
well,
so
okay.
I'm sticking with Mullaban.
Cullaville versus Earog. I'm going to go for the South Armagh men in that one. Clan the Gale versus Wolf Tones. Lurgan Derby. I'm going to go for Clan the Gale in that one. And then Forkhill versus Silverbridge. The big local South Armagh Derby. Huge game. Like both clubs, and I'm going to have to go for Forkhill because that's where my mother come from.
Oh, yes.
And I fancy them, but they're playing well. And Clanern versus Summon, I absolutely fancy Clanern to win that one.
Did I oh, your mic, it's starting to twist in. It's twisting in and hitting against the cloth of your shirt.
Sorry about that.
Were you offended there when I said you were boring?
Yeah, because you see, you don't understand the logic of what a game of football means to people like me.
Well,
every game.
I would like to apologise to you.
No,
I would like to apologise to you. May I?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you're not boring per se.
No, I know.
But when you read a laundry list of rubbish, it causes me a problem.
I could have had them wrote down, but the bottom line is they're all there, so thanks to Gaelic Life for that. It's just, I'll tell you, it's a huge weekend for championship in both counties, you know, and it's nice to get the information out there because sometimes people go, gosh, when's them games on?
Absolutely.
We don't know where they're playing, they don't know.
Yeah,
so it gives people a wee appetite,
of course,
to go to the game.
Well, I wasn't bored. I was pulling your leg. I'm full of respect for you because you're part and parcel of the Newry and Mourne District Council Sports
Committee, that's right.
Committee, is that what it's called?
That's correct. Yeah, vice chairman. I represent the GAA, and
well, I would like to say that I am in awe of you, full of admiration for you. You're a wonderful human being, and I'm privileged that the vice chairman sits at my table in studio.
Well,
are you going to go now?
Well, if you want me to go, if you want me to stay, I'll stay. But if you want me to go, I'll go.
Well, there's a man coming in.
I think that's telling me to go.
No, there's a man coming in momentarily who's going to talk about God. Now, if you would like to do the interview with him about God, I'd be very happy for you to do that.
The only thing about God is a whole lot of different
He's an
things.
Armagh man. That's what you're going to hear now.
I was going to come right to that.
I know you were.
Well, funny enough, now, if you were talking to somebody from Tyrone, they would say...
Mickey Hart is God.
No, Peter Canavan.
Peter Canavan is God. There you are.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Ask him, does he know God? And if he says, yeah, ask him, when did he meet Peter Canavan?
You were very good on the soapbox.
Well, funny, I talked to a man there just before I come in, and he says to me, I like that soapbox thing, it was a great idea. I says, well, it's one of my wee pet hates. And he goes, well, you're right.
Yeah, tell the people what your pet hate is.
Well, it's about South Armagh not being recognised in the council name for 40 years in the Newry and Mourne. And now with the new council coming through, again, there's no mention of this, half the area.
Half the area.
So all I'm doing is making people aware that this is the case, because the people have the power. The people have the power to decide if they
did it at the elections. Yeah. You were very good at the elections as well. I saw you talking to people who I would consider quite boring and terrible, but you made them interesting.
Well, it's
like people in politics. And
well, it's like everything else. You
were great.
A politician is like a footballer. He can be good.
We'll go back to football all the time.
He can be good on the day, or he can be bad on the day. And when it comes to elections, they're all on the button because they're all looking votes. And you know something, Ron? The beauty about the actual election, not so much the election day, but the count. Every one of them are panicking that they don't get through.
Oh yes,
yeah. And I can tell you, every one of them are. It's like it's like a championship for some. Because when you win, you're happy, and when you get beat, you're gone.
Go ahead.
I'm going.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
We're going to take music now, Ryan. Go ahead. Go on. Go ahead. Go on.